It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, your power. Yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is March 3rd, 2021, and it's 1:52 a.m. All right, so I've had a good sleep. Believe me, I have a good sleep, even though you see it's that early. I started watching V's podcast last night. I fell asleep in the middle of it. All right, luckily I put a timer on my TV, otherwise it would be up all night. Anyway, there's a lot going on. All right, 610 subscribers. All right, let's see if it matches this, and it does. All right, let's go on Twitter and see what's going on. And by the way, any new subscribers, just know that most of my videos are not up to date. They're usually a day or two later. So yesterday was the day that they granted Megan the amount from the lawsuit. I haven't come across anything yet to tell me the amount yet. So let's go. I did bookmark some last night, but let's see what's going on in my homepage. Let's see here. All right, Brittany Pierre. Okay, probably was retweeted by Myra. Hunter Biden's wife, music pop. Okay, let's go on to it. All right, I don't know Megan personally, but I have a real hard time believing she's a bully. So what's going on here? The time. Staff were bullied, according to sources, and some reduced to tears. One said they were humiliated by her on a number of occasions, and 2 PAs were reportedly driven from the household. The Duchess denies any allegation of bullying. What is going on? What? Okay, I don't know what's this. The Duchess deny any. Oh my God, don't tell me they, because she won her case now, they're making staff saying lies now. OMG. So they teaming up now to go against Megan? That's what I'm seeing here. I cannot believe that. All right, let's see the person that tweeted that and see. Let me see. She was on suit for 7 years, deal or no deals for 2 years, no negative stories from her co-workers. But when she joined the all-royal family, she became everything but a child of God. Quite right, interesting. Okay, I see what you did here. All right, let's see here. She is completely the opposite. Here is a good thread with people who actually know her commenting on what it's like to have worked with her or just simply knowing her. Oh my God, because of her case, she won all this money and stuff. Now they're joining to go against her. I mean, I don't even, I'm going to go on that thread. This person retweeted that. So this is, oh my God. The first thing that I opened the computer to, this is that. Where they're teaming up to saying that Meghan was bullying them and bring them to tears. And this is the thread here, that person retweeted that. And then yesterday, just remember, yesterday, the court granted Meghan, what is it, co-author of the letter didn't even come to get the, I guess, the portion of the money, because that was the issue with the summary judgment, where the judge was saying that's the only issue he sort of have, who's the co-author of the letter. So none of this popped up yesterday, but this is what's going on. Let me go on that thread and see what they're talking about. Okay, this is, I started reading the comments under this person, Brittany Pierre. Okay, she retweeted this from the time. Let's go into this. All right, what's going on here? Exclusive. Royal aides have hit back at the Duchess of Sussex before her television interview. I mean, you can't make this up. This is so given. All right, this is so given. You have a country against her. This is what happened when you have good character. Her past, Meghan's past, will come and defend her. You mean the few minutes she was over there, she was that bad of a person? I cannot believe this. I am not going to click on this. Okay? Royal aid, that. I'm not going to click on it. All right? So I'll just read what they put here. All right? Exclusive. Royal aid have hit back at the Duchess of Sussex before her television interview with Oprah Winfrey, revealing that she faced a bullying complaint made by one of her closest advisors during her time at Kensington Palace. So how come this is coming out now? Why they didn't do it at the time? Okay? Staff were bullied, according to the source, and some reduced to tears. One said they were humiliated by her on a number of occasions, and 2 PAs were reported driven from the household. The Duchess denied any allegation of bullying. Okay, let's see here. Nothing was ever good enough. Meghan left staff shaking with tears. The Duchess of Sussex has always prided herself on being a good boss. When she was in America, serious suit, she will sometime buy the cruise pizza. Okay? The Times can reveal that the Duchess wore earrings to a 2018 event that were a wedding gift from the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, said by the U.S. to have approved the murder of the Kamal Khashoggi. What in the name is this? The dinner took place 3 weeks after the killing. What in the name is this? Okay, so they, oh my Lord, you have, this is what happened. People, whoever's in the UK, you guys need to speak up. This is going way too far. Way too far. All right, there's their racist coming here. Put her on the banned list of arrivals to UK along with Oprah Winfrey. Oh my God. Like she wants to go back over there. Let's see here. 20 likes, 1 retweet, and 9 comments. How did Oprah get into this? Oh my God, I can't believe this. The Commonwealth country, you better wake up. You better wake up. I cannot believe. All right, let's see here. Perhaps we should do the same thing with all the bullies, starting with Priti Patel, Naomi Campbell, Lord Ken McGuinness, and many more. Like she's going back there. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I can keep the pedals and adulterers. My God. You cannot have this my God. Hardly doubt she will ever want to step back in the UK. She knows it's not safe for her. Mess up country. Let's see this one. Meghan's anthrax threat terror. My God. My God. Was it that bad? Was it that bad? Okay, pretty sure US, the American pops chasing them. What is that? Not happening, because you will have to have access to them first. Plus, I liked LA laws and pops. You see, I told you guys, LA have the strongest law. My God, I cannot believe this. Please, no one wants to come to that racist country. It's no longer a place I'll put on my to-do list. I'm telling you, they're really isolating themselves. Okay, is that why they moved to most racist country? They could shut the front door. What is that? What's the most? I live here with them, and we are saint compared to, with that one. Don't forget, Meghan is a native Californian too. We speak up here and address the issue, put its practice that's acceptable over there. No one talk about it. Okay, wow, you live with them. Do they let you tweet any gossip? Oh my God. Okay, so these must be paid trolls. Yeah, that must be a paid troll. Okay, most people are boycotting the UK with the effect of colonialism and racist tactics cocktail. And the scheme of things, the UK is pretty irrelevant compared to the other EU countries. Unlike you see, that's a paid troll, definitely. Don't worry about Meghan. Over, I'm a foreigner, left the UK in just 6 months. Okay, what a disgusting tweet. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me get out of this. All right, so let me read. This is the original tweet, who retweeted some of the time thing. Okay, let's see here. All right. I read that originally. Okay. Let me read it again. She was on suit for 7 years, deal or no deal for 2 years, no negative stories from her coworkers. But when she joined the all-royal family, she becomes everything but a child of God. Quite interesting. I see what you did there. All right, let's see here. Okay, that's a fact, pretty much. Wow. She is completely the opposite. Here is a good thread with people who actually know her, commenting on what it's like to have worked with her or just simply knowing her.
Housekeepers. They believe themselves the sun and the moon, when in truth it is us ladies maids that do all the hard work.
I have one just like her.
You are quite fortunate, then. How troublesome could a household be with only Lady Burbrook and the young Lord Burbrook to look after?
Oh, you have no idea.
You ate but not one bite at tea, my dear. A young lady must be well fed if she is to bear children. Kippers on rye every morning worked wonders for me when I conceived my Nigel.
What have you found?
What is going on?
Oh, you could not think I would ask that woman for tea without a thought for you, could you? The help here is everything, as we all know.
She has heard a good deal, in fact. Lord Burbrook has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for. Sent the maid and child away to live off scraps.
Horrible man. Horrible enough for us to be rid of him, let us pray.
He will only deny it. And he will believe a group of women over a man's word.
Perhaps no one. But they will if Lady Whistledown does. So we shall do what women do. We shall talk.
I'm telling you, the squad have receipt. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here. Comprehensive thread showing you exactly the kind of person Meghan Markle is. Wow. If they're printing things like that about her, can she sue them? Because texting people at 6 a.m., letting them know, what needs to be done, will that be part of a bad person? Let's see here. Meghan's very special. If there is one person I want to represent our country, it will be her. She's changed history in many ways. Okay? As an actress, she was great. But as a human being, she was honestly even better. Meghan's former movie co-star Greg Sulkin in an interview. All right, that was October 22, 2019. Let's hear 52 seconds.
Truly, she's like, if there was one person that I would want to represent our country, it would be her. I think she's very sophisticated, extremely smart, very classy, and overall just a fabulous, fabulous human being. And so to get the chance to work with her, as an actress, she was great, but as a human being, she was honestly even better.
And obviously she's over in London now, your hometown. So
Yes.
what does it mean for her to be part of the royal family?
To be honest, I'm a big fan of it because I know that she's sort of changed history in many ways, and I fully support that. And so, you know, I'm just proud to have known her, to have worked with her, and proud that she's part of now our country's history, which is cool.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's
That's
amazing.
Pretty insane.
Yeah. I couldn't speak more highly of Meghan.
Like, what was that experience like getting to work with her?
Wow, I'm telling you, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome to have all these clips, and it's like every angle they try to put her down. Thank God for the squad. Thank God for the squad. Okay, this is not just writing. This is someone who's actually speaking on television. All right, let's see here. She's super down to earth, and she's always been like that, and she's still like that. Popinka Chopra. All right, 50 seconds. Let's see here.
Meghan, she's not someone who's very materialistic. She really isn't. She's like, if you give her a book, she'll be happy, as long as it's thoughtful. So I don't think it'll be really hard, because she's never been the kind of girl who's like, oh, I want the newest bag, or she's just a very girl's girl. She's very down to earth, so I don't think it'll be really hard.
I think that's why people are sort of so excited about them as a couple, because not that they're rule breakers, but they seem kind of just like not what you would expect from the royals.
At all. I mean, I don't know what you expect from the royals, but I know that Meghan she's just super down to earth and really chill, and she always has been that, and she's still like that. So that's what I love about her, and that's why she's I think she'll be really an icon for young girls around the world.
You see? You see?
Meghan, she's not...
Wow. All right, let me put these out for you guys, because instead of this negativity, they're going after her character. Can you imagine that? After her character. And these are people who've worked with her. And this is the thing. Okay, cool. She's a self-made woman. She had her own company. She's done so much work with her charity effort. I think it's wonderful that she has a large platform to do the work that she's been doing. Okay, Abigail Spencer. Okay, 41 seconds. So this is all the people she worked with.
She's glorious. She's always been
friends for a
glorious.
while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, she's
How
wonderful.
excited are you for her?
I'm just excited. I'm more excited for Harry, because he's the lucky one.
See?
And she's had such a glorious and long career. Obviously, we worked on Suits together, and she's such a self-made woman, had her own company, has designed clothing. Like, she's really, really phenomenal. But she's done so much work with World Vision and all of her charity efforts. She's really helped me a lot learn more about things in the world that I need to be more involved in. So I'm just really great that I think it's wonderful that she just has a larger platform to do the work that she's been doing, and I think Harry's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Well, she's glorious. She's always been glorious.
These are some good things here. Let's look, okay? Aaron Kosh, okay, the creator of Suit, telling a story about how Meghan was able to get the food from craft service on set that will normally just be discarded to instead to give to people who were in need. That is the kind of person Meghan is, caring, kind, compassion. I'm telling you, if the royal family don't speak up about this, that is gonna put them to the extinct. Okay? If this is the thing that the newspaper are talking about. Okay?
As we've got to know more about Meghan, we've learnt that she is someone who is also very sincere in her advocacy for charities. Is that something that you were aware of when you were making the show?
I remember early on, I think it was season 1 or season 2, she realized when we were finished with the crew lunches or dinners that a lot of times they were throwing the food away. And she thought it was crazy. Why are we throwing food away when there are people that are hungry around and we could give it to them? And she'd gone up the chain to try to get this food to be given away to people that were hungry. And there was some sort of policy or insurance or some bureaucracy that was getting in the way. And Meghan, this kind of sums up Meghan. She sees a problem. There's some sort of impediment to it that doesn't really make sense. She decides this impediment is harming people that are hungry from getting food. And I don't know how she did it, but the next thing you knew, we gave the food away to the hungry people. So
as we've got to know more about Meghan, we've learnt that she is someone who...
She goes to the chain to find out how is that food being thrown away. My goodness. And it's the same thing I see when I give stuff to Goodwill or something like that. They have some policy of certain things they don't take because, you know, people easily sue other people for silly stuff. So, yeah, there are things I could give you away, but instead I put them in the trash. Okay, even though I'm supposed to throw them away, I put them in a way where other people could see it and whoever needed could take it. All right, let's look at other thing here. I used to be really shy too, but that's a quote. At one engagement, Meghan noticed a girl in the corner who was a little nervous, so she went over to comfort her. Let's see here, 17 seconds.
Ready, Sarah? Ready, Sarah? Okay. Sorry. Are we ready? Everybody move back. Let's do without the music.
Music? All right, let's see here. Okay, she think about the world, wants to change it. And this was even before of any happened. That's a quote. Paprika Shampoo talking about how Meghan has been involved in philanthropy and wanting to make the world a better place long before she even received a title. All right, 30 seconds.
Because I know her as a person, so I can vouch for the fact that I don't think anybody else would have been able to do it the way she will. She's just right for it, because she's an icon, truly, that girls can look up to, women can look up to, a modern day, whose heart is in the right place. And she's just a girl. She's normal, she's sweet, she's nice, she thinks about the world, wants to change it. And this was even before any of this happened. Because I know her as a person, so
You see? Let's see here. Quote, when you meet Meghan, you're struck immediately by how intelligent she is. She has a warmth about her, end quote. Laura Dorer, the Chief Marketing and Development Office for World Vision Canada, talking about Meghan and her role as a, quote, global ambassador, end quote, for the charity from 2016 to 2017. I'm telling you, these people, they are dealing with the wrong person. This is a person, I'm talking about Meghan now, who made something of herself. Remember, if you guys been looking some of my old videos where I have a picture of Meghan outside of the palace with her friend, okay? And then the first time I brought this thing up and I said, probably Princess Diana saw her, the person that she is, okay, and said, go back to your homeland, go make something of yourself, and then come back to rescue my son. That was the very first thing I said in whichever video that picture I first showed you guys. And then this is what I'm seeing. They're attacking her character now. Her co-workers is coming and saying, I mean, from the UK. Co-workers from the UK, her employees from the UK are coming all of a sudden. Meghan put them to tears. I cannot believe this. This is true. My goodness.
I personally met Meghan actually on the heels of her trip with World Vision Canada to Rwanda. In fact, a well was actually opened, if you like, while she was in Rwanda. And while she was there, she had done a project with the children where they had done a bunch of watercolor paintings using the water, the clean water from the well. And so we had it set up like an exhibit with this artwork. And I met her at that event, and we started speaking about the things that really move her heart and the things that she wanted to do going forward. The cause, if you like, nearest and dearest to her heart was really women's equality issues, gender equality issues, particularly around access to education for girls around the world. She feels, as someone who has grown up where she has, with access to the things that she has had access to, that it is our responsibility, in fact, to go in and remove those barriers for other girls. When you meet Meghan, you're struck immediately by how very intelligent she is. When she gets engaged in a cause, she brings a real curiosity to that cause. So she asks a lot of questions. Days are long when you do these trips, and Meghan was in it to experience it. So she wanted to get the full experience. She wasn't trying to hold back in any way, or she didn't have any demands on the organization around things she would or wouldn't do. And she has a warmth about her, actually, with the people. So every time I was somewhere with Megan and we would meet new people, there was a genuineness and a warmth, a curiosity to meet them and to get to know them, a real embracing of their culture, and a concern for how she could continue to use whatever platform or notoriety she had to amplify the voices of those people that we'd met.
What is it when she says something about she asks questions, she does this, she does that? I'm thinking about when I show you pictures of her at the discussing things with whoever, and she's taking note and all of that. She doesn't just go there and just go cut ribbon. She was taking note to make sure she get what's going on, and when she go back to her comfort of wherever her home, she could look back and see things, how she could solve things better. Okay, and the thing here about the well here, she used the water from the well to, for the kids to do the watercolor. I didn't know that. Okay, I know about where the painting and all of this, and then I think she took it to Canada, did the exhibit, and have people, buy the thing, the kids painting, and then use that money sent back over there. But anyway, let's go to the next one. And by the way, I'm probably gonna make this one video by itself, because if I get flagged, all these videos could be in it, so I don't have to worry about trying to get permission to use those videos. I'll just leave it as that. All right, I've got a lot of flag copyright on some of my videos. Okay, Megan knew that Emily, a fan from Twitter, okay, I spoke about this one, so I'm glad that I have this video now. Megan knew that Emily, a fan from Twitter, was coming to her interview, so Megan stopped mid-interview to give her a letter that she wrote for her. Wow, let's listen. Almost 2 minutes.
You know, like I didn't grow up with this kind of lifestyle or being interviewed or having fancy things. Like that is all very new. And so to be able to show like, you want that, you could totally have that, and you are enough and you're worth it. And it's also been a great way for me to connect with people like Emily, who's right here. I only know her through Twitter, and I knew she was coming because I saw it on social media.
Stop it, really?
Yes, and she's going on a trip soon to Costa Rica to do some aid work because she said that my UN stuff inspired her. I wrote you a letter. I brought it.
Okay, that is amazing.
Telling you, Twitter is something. Twitter connect people.
It's so good to finally meet you. It's so great to meet you. We'll take. Oh! I got a big letter from him. Oh no.
I also have a letter from Seoul, who is Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah, in Brazil.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mine and hers, and then
I'll talk to you right after.
Okay.
That is so cool. That's actually like
sweet.
Seriously,
Aww.
using your outreach for good, to connect with people.
Well, she was just saying Seoul, who's in Brazil, who I've never met. These girls connect with each other by way of which I love that. I feel really grateful for that.
And
This is the thing. When you know you have a platform, and this is why, I'm not a huge platform. What is it? 600 something, 610 subscribers. Little at a time, people starting to get to know my channel. When you have that core value, you know what you stand for. You know you're passionate about something. My passion right now is the fact that I want to bring light to some of the things that she's doing. Okay? It's like, I can't believe this. This is the way they try to assassinate her character. And thank God I came across this for me to show you guys. I can't believe this is the first thing that I opened my computer and the thing I was thinking before I even turned on the computer. My goodness. Because she won her case, and then now all that money is gonna go to her. They're pissed, they're upset to see this is, she stood up for herself. They wanted to use her as a punching bag. She stood up for herself. Oh my goodness. And that picture where I had where she's at the school in the UK. When she was in the UK, she stood in the with all those kids in the school making that sign with her arm and stuff like that. And I said, this is the thing, the hope, the light that she was putting, giving the kids that you can become something. Okay, they tried to shut that light down. Don't give those kids hope. Okay, because they are in that social class, social ladder, okay, where they want to be there alone. Okay, so they don't have to work that hard. But look at how much energy they're putting on distinguishing her light. Okay, to put out her light, to do all that character assassination. Now they're going after Oprah. My goodness, there was a part here. Let's see, somewhere here. Let me see if I...
Work because she said that my UN stuff inspired her. I only know her through Twitter, and I knew she was coming because I saw it on social media.
Stop it, really?
Yes, and she's going on a trip soon to Costa Rica to do some aid work because she said that my UN stuff inspired her. I wrote you a letter. I brought it.
Okay, that is amazing.
That letter must be framed. There was something I was thinking, not that. There was something more I was thinking about. All right, let's fast forward.
Finally meet you.
It's so great to meet you.
See, this is the kind of thing. Oh,
I got a big letter from him. Oh no.
I also have a letter from Seoul, who is Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah, in Brazil.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Mine and hers, and then
I'll talk to you right after.
That is so cool. That's actually like
sweet.
Seriously,
Aw.
using your outreach for
That's the thing.
for good, to connect with people.
Well, you know, I feel a really big responsibility. Like, you can talk about, like, where did Rachel get that pencil skirt? Fine.
like, you could see why Harry had to leave and say, no, I'm not giving this up for your nonsense. Okay, she has a platform. She wants to use her platform for good. If every eyes wants to be on her, she said, okay, all right. You want to know what I'm all about? Okay, so let's talk about the UN. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this particular charity. All right? All right. So let's move on to the next. Okay, there's more videos. I'm going to show you all because if they're putting her, assassinate her character, let's make it see. Let's show these. Okay, Meghan traveled in 2016 to Rwanda with World Vision to visit Clean Water Project, help build a well, and highlight the importance of having access to clean water and how it impacts health, education, and more. This is the real Meghan that the British press is trying to vilify. And the thing is that the thing that they're doing about Meghan here, where the world is pretty much watching, guess what? Whatever they're doing, it's not going to affect them. Those people with the mic in the UK, it's not going to affect them one bit. Guess who it's going to affect? It's people, people who doesn't have the mic, the people who don't have the mic. Okay? The charities that those in the UK that's helping those people. Okay? These are the people who's going to affect by this. So you guys need to speak up and say enough is enough. Because if you know what? Now I see, okay. Now I understand why some of the people in my comment section and said, nope, if Meghan is not gonna participate, is not part of this, I'm not gonna put my money. Now I see, okay? Really, sometimes things need to hit me in the head in order for me to get it. Now I understand. I understand you guys now. You guys in the comment section know who you are. Where I was trying to be nice and said, even if Meghan is not there, I'll still support those charities and all of that. Because there's real people that they're affecting. What I'm getting now that all those people in the mic is grouping together to still go after her character, and now the people who worked with her is saying, oh, Meghan put me to tears. Meghan did this to me. Okay? If those charities don't speak up, now I'm going to edit my intro. And I'm going to be with the same page as some of my subscribers here who said, nope, I'm not going to do that. Okay? Those charities that Meghan have worked with while in the UK, they need to come up and speak up. Okay? Because if this side of the country is going full blast on her like that, even after her case, those charities need to speak up. All right? Let's see here. Let's listen to this.
This is the water that she's going through all this work to get. It's keeping her out of school and making her sick as well. So it's time to build some wells and make things a lot better than what we're seeing here. Part of this part of the process. It's really hands-on and being part of this clean water being here for everyone. It feels really nice. There are 12 different water points in this community now. This one was just built last year. It gives water to 136 different households. The ease in which they're able to get water for health and wellness. These girls are able to stay in school because they aren't walking hours a day to go and get water, and this clean water source has changed the entire community. So it's really cool to see. It's not just about clean drinking water, that what it's doing for education, what it's doing for keeping these kids in school, what it's doing for them not having medical bills, and every single piece of it is so interconnected, and I think how this one life source is the source for all of it. That's been my biggest takeaway from today. I'm really grateful for that. Wait, also I really liked my dance lessons. Got some really solid Rwandan dance moves. Wait for it. Wait for it. Water is not just this life source for community, but it can really be a source for creative imagination and dreaming and hoping for something even greater than they could even imagine. You'll feel really good at the end of the day knowing that you've been a part of that. I gotta get these kids home. I'm gonna go take a picture with them.
I gotta get these kids home. I have to take a picture of them. Okay, so that's that. Let's see here. One of my favorite story about Megan in high school, Megan wrote her classmate Michelle a letter after her aunt had passed away, saying, quote, "Never stop sharing your beautiful spirit and always remember how special you are," end quote. Another example of how kind-hearted Megan is. 1 minute and 25 seconds.
I am here if you ever need me. I love you, Megan.
It's Meghan Markle's loving handwritten letter to a former classmate found after 20 years.
Never stop sharing your beautiful spirit and always remember how special you are.
Michelle Fanara is speaking out for the first time about the letter she found tucked away in her high school yearbook. It was penned by Meghan Markle in her now famous signature calligraphy.
To have somebody reach out that's not in your circle of friends, to reach out to you and say, hey, if you ever need anything, I am here for you. That is pretty special.
Michelle went to the all-girls Immaculate Heart High School in Hollywood with Meghan. During her senior year, Michelle was shy and heartbroken over the loss of her great-aunt. And that's when the future American princess took the time to write this caring letter.
I wanted to retreat into my own shell, and Megan was like, no, you can't do that. And she just kept pulling me out of my shell a little bit.
While watching Meghan's royal wedding, Michelle suddenly remembered she still had that letter written so long ago.
I went looking like, oh yeah, I do. I still have it. It's in my senior yearbook.
Michelle also stumbled upon this sweet message written by Meghan in another yearbook. I can already tell you're a great person. I can't wait to see you next year. Love, Meghan.
All right, there was something I was thinking about is that my youngest. Now, one of the things I allow him to do is on weekend, there's one person or classmate I allow him to play games online with. So now that that friend has someone else who joined the group, for some reason now, things are not that fun anymore for him because the other person, I don't think the other person is in the same school, is bullying him. So, and he's crying all the time and stuff like that. And I had to tell him, this is why your school have that special class to teach you things about online bullying. So I had to remind him why certain things, the classes that you're having online with your school, why they're teaching you certain things. This is it. Okay? Like for instance, when he hate doing math and stuff like that, and I have to tell him, if you don't know your numbers, you don't know how to add, people's gonna steal your money. So you have to understand math is important. So knowing this part of the thing of the teaching, his experience right in front of him right now, where I think it's either a Thursday or Friday, they have a special hour where they talk about socializing, online bullying, and all of that. And for him to experience it now, not that I'm happy he's experiencing it, don't get me wrong, but the fact that he is able to see what the school is trying to teach him and how it is affect in real life, where it's no longer about books anymore. Okay, so he's experienced the things that they're teaching him right in real time. So I had to tell him, you know, you have to be mentally strong. I mean, this is something I have to keep an eye on because I don't know how it is going to affect him. You should see before that other kid joined that little group, it's just 3 of them. How he can't wait to talk to that person, to play online, because I give him only on Friday. So that happened yesterday, I think Tuesday or Thursday, today's what? Wednesday, I believe. So that was Tuesday yesterday. He wasn't supposed to be online. So I told him, this is why I told you, when you are online, it's supposed to be like playing games. It should be from Friday night up to Sunday, like Sunday afternoon. And then after that, there's no more online games with that friend. You're supposed to start focusing on your schoolwork. So I don't know what happened yesterday where that slipped through. So this is what happened. I had to tell him, you weren't supposed to be online anyway. But at the same time, I didn't want him to feel punished because he's already having some mental breakdown going on with what happened online. So I just had to pinpoint and said, look, you weren't supposed to play with them, but that was it. I didn't want to use him not listening to me on top of the mental breakdown he just had online. So this is something I have to, we're working on him now to tell him, look, just tell that friend, okay, I can only play with you only if it's you and me, because that other friend is bullying me online or something like that. We told him he had to speak up to the friend, and then if they don't want to play with you, don't play. All right, because I don't want to have a mental breakdown in the house at such a young age. All right, there's so much more going on with that lockdown that's creating one more problem. You know, you're trying to keep the kids safe, all right, from the pandemic. All right, so you give them that little leeway. They could be online and play with friends. This is not something I used to be for. All right, it's because of lack of interaction with other people that I allow him to do that. Then now I'm seeing my oldest who lock himself in the room all the time. And I'm telling him he needs to come out and join part of the family. So now what I'm realizing with him being by himself in the room, when he's with his brother, every little thing triggers him. Is telling the brother, be quiet. Don't get me wrong, the other one is annoying too. Really screaming at him for little thing, telling him to be quiet, stop crying, stop talking, shut up. Okay? That's because he's in the room by himself. He's already adapting to that quietness. So him interacting with his brother, it becomes too much noise for him. So this is another issue that's going on in my house, and I have to make sure that, you know, he has to come out of the room to spend at least an hour or two with us, sit in the living room, hear different noises, not just his own little bubble. All right, so let me continue. I'm sorry I bring this in, but this is what I'm getting from this here, my own issues that I'm dealing with right now. All right, let's see here. Okay, if there's anyone beside, okay, quote, if there's anyone designed to deal with the madness, it's Meghan Markle. The amount that she's accomplished in her life is unbelievable. She's dedicated to so many humanitarian causes, end quote. That's Patrick Adams, Meghan's suit co-star, talking about Meghan's entering into the royal family. All right, a minute and 12 seconds.
If she ever needed anybody to talk to in the madness, because it is madness. It's madness what the world puts somebody through when they're going through this process. But if there's anyone in the world who is designed to be able to deal with it and deal with it professionally, it's Meghan Markle, and I'm just super excited for her, and I hope that all of the whatever I don't even know what it is, but all of the madness passes at some point, and they can just get down to the business of enjoying each other's company and hopefully not have to worry about this. But I guess being in this situation, it probably goes on forever, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But do you think she's fit to be a part of the royal family, maybe a princess?
I am not a person who could answer what it is to be fit or not fit for that, but she's, she is like a little sister, and the amount that she's accomplished in her life is unbelievable. And like you said, she's dedicated to so many humanitarian causes, and I know that he uses his absurd amount of power and sway in this world to do some really, really great things. So I think together they could accomplish some pretty incredible stuff.
Okay, let's see here. How many more? Wow, you guys have a lot. Okay, Meghan advocate for feminism and equality began at an early age. She wrote a letter to Procter & Gamble voicing her concern about the sexist commercial, and at just age 12, her letter inspired change, and the company rewrote the tagline in their commercial. All right, a minute 53 seconds.
I'm 12 years old.
Nick News.
I hate my wimpy toilet bowl cleaner. Commercials, they do say a lot of things that most people don't even notice. Mostly like laundry and dishwashing commercials. When we first saw the commercial, I knew something would be done because I was furious.
Women are fighting greasy pots and pans.
And I said, wait a minute, how could somebody say that? I think I'll write a letter. The president of Procter & Gamble Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Dear Sir, last week at my school, we decided to watch the news for social studies. While through the channels, we saw a commercial for the new Ivory Clear dishwashing liquid. In the commercial, they said women are battling grease, meaning only women do dishes. When I heard this, the boys in my class started saying, yeah, that's where women belong, in the kitchen.
I really don't think it was very nice for the boys to say it.
They knew it hurt my feelings. It makes me feel like they're gonna grow up thinking that girls are less than them. You know, like boys are better than girls. So I was wondering if you would be able to change your commercial to other people.
Okay, so that's that. Let me see how many more we have left. Oh my God. Okay, there's some coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Night, and my husband was traveling for business, and on Saturday morning at 7:30, right about 20 minutes after the kids woke up, my front door bell rings, and it's Meghan with scones and Starbucks, and we turned on cartoons. And
here, next one. Quote, he found Meghan, who is an incredible girl. She's amazing. They are taking the time to make the world a better place. Instead of us embracing them, we're attacking them, and it's a shame. That's end quote. Prince Harry's friend for over a decade, Nacho Fugueras, talking about Meghan and Harry. That's a minute 5 seconds.
I've been friends with him for 12, 13 years now, and I've seen it all happen, right? From the very beginning, when he was who he was and he was younger, and that was all great, and he's a wonderful man, someone that really cares. He's really committed. He really cares. He cares about children. He cares about making the world a better place. Then he found Meghan, who is an incredible girl. You met her. She's amazing. She gave up all of the things that she had to marry this man that she loves, which is great. And people think of it like, oh, how easy it is to, for you, girl, to go marry this guy. But nobody knows all the very hard things that go with that. And to me, the most surprising thing is that media and even some people are not seeing that these are heroes. We should be treating them as heroes. These guys are taking their time to make the world a better place, and they're all fighting for us. And instead of us embracing them and loving them and cheering them up, we are attacking them.
Yeah.
So it's a shame.
I agree. That is.
What is it? The squad call him Harry's the brother Was it brother from another mother? Okay, the other one here. Many journalists have asked if they are excited about her becoming a princess, but they are more thrilled about her opening up this platform to continue the type of humanitarian work she's been doing, end quote. Megan's former teacher, when asked what the kids at her school think of Megan. 25 seconds.
It affected the school? Are the girls just so excited?
They are very excited. But I find one thing that it's common is that many of the journalists have asked whether they're excited that she's becoming a princess, and of course they're very happy for her. But they're really more thrilled about her having opened up this platform to continue the type of activism and humanitarian work that she's been doing.
It affected the school?
You know, one thing I was thinking as I was listening, mostly in this one, but I held back, is that I mentioned it in one video, I believe. I don't know which one, but it's one video where I compare Megan with Jesus, who else? You know, all those great people before us who was fighting the good fight for humanity. Okay, I put Megan in that same category where they're attacking her. All right, just remember, all those hate that we see that's going on around the world, it originated over there in England. Okay, all those uncomfortable things that we're seeing around the world, okay, that's where it started. And when you even look at what Hitler did to the Jews, okay, Hitler just took it another notch. Okay? It's originated, the character assassination, okay? It originated all in England. This is the thing. Okay? This is the thing. And now we're seeing it in full blast right now again, because their establishment, their way of life is being attacked by somebody who's doing good. Okay? By somebody's being good. But for some reason, her doing good for the world, for some reason, couldn't resist the negativity, the hate, the inner being, the inner core of hate, couldn't resist it, could not resist it to come out. So this is what we're seeing here. Okay, if it was someone else with different skin color, that would be fine. They will take all the credit and all of that. But for some reason, that dark skin of hers, that doing so much good, no. This thing really blind them. And this is what gonna pretty much mess up their way of life. You can't have everything. Just know that you cannot have everything. There's my breaking record here. You need water and you need food. God give you all of that. Okay? Too much of these two things could kill you. Now, those things that those British want, they want everything to be in their own term, their ways, their everything. This is what's gonna break them. Okay? That's gonna destroy their way of life. Okay? What they used to have. This is another one. I've known Megan for a long time. I always say it's like everywhere. She walks, little love notes come out of the bottom of her feet. She's just a wonderful friend and human, end quote. Abigail Spencer, one of Megan's best friends, perfectly describing Megan. Okay, 38 seconds.
Great story. So I've known Megan for a long time. I always say, like, it's like everywhere she walks, it's like little love notes like come out of the bottoms of her feet. She's just a wonderful friend and human and very gracious. And there was this one time that it was years ago, and I had invited my childhood friends to come along with me to an event that I was going to, and Megan happened to be there, and my friends were so great. They met Megan and they were like, can we be friends with her? She's so amazing.
Right,
like,
just
they were
immediately,
like,
right.
literally, they're like, how can we be friends with her? They're like, get out of our way, we want her.
Like, forget your coattails, they're just like ripping you out of the scene
they're like,
and
move
like straight to
her.
the final thing.
Great story. So I've known Megan for a long
I remember
time.
her
I
in
always
that
say, like,
suit.
it's like everywhere
She was really good, and yes, Megan is good in suit, but I was talking about her part in suit. I remember that episode. She was really good. They did put her really sexy in that. All right, let's see here. Okay, You come to know me well enough to trust that the woman I chose as my wife uphold the same values as I do, and she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with, end quote. Okay, you heard it from Harry himself. Meghan is and always will be the same amazing person she always been. 33 seconds. This I know very well.
And I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. Finally, the second son of Diana got hitched. Hooray. I also know that you've come to know me well enough over all these years to trust that the woman I chose as my wife upholds the same values as I do. And she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with. And I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms.
So that was that. Next tweet. Okay, in 2017, Meghan traveled with World Vision in India to meet with girls and women directly impacted by the stigmatization of menstrual health and to learn how it hinders girls' education. Meghan has always been an advocate for gender equality and the right to access equal education. Oh, let's listen to it. It's like a minute.
What we found is that the enrollment at this school went up 3 times as much once the latrines were built so that girls had access to clean hygiene and bathroom facilities while they're at school. Yes, we can do it together. Here. Ready? Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, there's someone who have permission to post all these videos. Thanks taken. Okay, they are declaring war. You see, I saw it as that. Okay, hope this interview bring all the tea. All right, I hope they can hop back to Oprah to really take the gloves off if they happen to be that discreet in the recorded interview. Let's see here. Honestly, this is the level of petty I am, and I want them to call Oprah and add things. I'm telling you, and add things they may have chosen not to say for the sake of peace. They need to name names. Okay, with y'all, sure, it's all edited and ready now, but figure it people and add more, spill all the tea. Thanks for the awesome thread. Meghan is lucky to have supporters like you. Okay, thank you for this awesome thread. This is brilliant. Thank you, Meredith. Okay, thank you for this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this thread. Okay. Wow. She put all of this together. I'm going to leave this as one video. Okay. She's not. Oh, every single person who worked with her only had nice things to say. Okay. So that's okay. She's responding to this, whatever they were saying before. All right. People who actually know her and has no agenda to smear her has always said she's the sweetest. This is a calculated smear campaign by the palace. Okay? I'm telling you, I believe it. Okay? Thanks for sharing. Let's see here. Okay, Sheraton, this beautiful gal right here, such an inspiration, and I love every time I get to work with her. Meghan Markle, you are just plain awesome. Thanks for a great shoot. Makeup by me, hair by Anna Baseja. Okay, I'm sure I didn't read it properly. Note, don't even ask what the hell am I doing, lol. I obviously have not mastered the fan of my face. Okay, Meghan Markle, you are totally poor. Alright, a lot of other hashtag. Okay, she is a favorite of mine to work with and such a dream to work on. Yesterday with this extraordinary beauty and super cool gal. Alright, so someone was working with her. Alright, Jeff Shear visual. Okay, my mom emailed me an article about actress Meghan Markle being in a relationship with Prince Harry. I generally don't follow these things ever. So way to be on top of it, Mom. So anyway, my mom said, cool, did you photograph her? End quote. I said, yes, I believe so. So I did some digging and found the shoot. I photographed Meghan Markle in New York at Fashion Week once, and then I photographed her for a large national television network while she was in Chicago. The shoot was at her alma mater, Northwestern. It was super fun. We went around taking candid pictures of her at her former sorority, walking around campus, and then during a panel at one of the college at Northwestern Engineering. Even cooler, my friend Shannon O'Brien did the makeup and the shoot that day. Anyway, from hanging out that day, honestly, Meghan Markle is literally one of the coolest, sweetest, gracious, and most down-to-earth person I've ever met. Literally, she rocks. I just had to say it. There you go. Photographed by. All right, so this is her when she. Okay. So everyone who come across her said nice thing, but for some reason, it's only in the UK. Alright, she shows this extraordinary woman right here, so much love for her. Okay, Meghan Markle is one of the most remarkable women I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Yep, she's super sweet and funny, and yeah, she's gorgeous too. Oh yeah, and a crazy busy actress. But did you know she is also a World Vision Global Ambassador who traveled to Rwanda for World Vision Water to learn about the dire condition they face because they do not have access to clean water. We can learn so much from people like her. Go to worldvision.ca to see what is being done and how to help. All right. So everybody who come across her always have something good to say, but for some reason, only in the UK. Only in the UK. That you see, I'm already an hour here. There's a lot going on here. A lot. All right, let me pick a few. Okay. Okay, can she not sue time? That's one of the things I said at the beginning. Okay. Preemptive strike smear campaign conducted by the royal PR machine as they did against Diana. My goodness. Same script as Diana. Let's see. People have receipt. Okay, Princess Diana had several furious outbursts against staff, says Charles' biographer. The quote, People's Princess, end quote, Lady Diana Spencer's life had been filled with number of grievances, especially since her marriage to Prince Charles. And with all the chaos and stress that came with her royal status, the Princess of Wales is said to have lost her temper on a number of occasions in front of her staff. According to, it's like they have all of the script in their file cabinet and they just go in their file cabinet to use it whenever they see it fit. But this time it's not gonna work. And if you look at the title of my video yesterday, I don't know why I thought of it. It didn't really match with some of the thing that was going on. But this is what I felt like calling the video. Okay, I even forgot it, but I remember saying, I don't know what to call the video. I need to come up with a name. And for some reason, I make up that. Wow. According to report, Diana's kind and compassionate repute will sometimes slip away as she had occasionally outbursts against her employees owing to her swiftly changing mood swing during the early years of her marriage. My goodness. These are the foot soldiers we're talking about. Who's doing the dirty work for those puppet masters? Come on. They don't know how to do things the right way. They don't know how to do the right way. They just know how to do the negative side of things. My goodness. This is from Diana's time, and then it's repeating again. Okay? Luckily, Meghan got herself out of there. My goodness. When you look at it, it's going to affect their kids. The kids that are there right now. Especially the girls. Well, not the girls, because they're going to marry a guy. The guys usually deal with them differently. But the boys, who's going to get a wife? Okay? You're not going to get a good, sane people to marry into this family, a woman to marry in this family. They're going to get garbage women to marry them. I think that's what they want anyway. An airhead to marry into the family. That way they could be a couple steps behind the man. But a good, strong woman who could help them do the right thing, nah, they're not going to get that. I mean, I'm really serious. Those charities need to speak up. Okay, the claims were made by royal biographer Harry Habson, who explains this in his 2007 release book, Charles, the Man Who Will Be King. Okay, is that guy that I look for his face? On the video that I did the other day, I can't remember. I wanted to match her face with. Okay, quote, it was as if she could only get relief from her inner turmoil and pain by venting her rage, my God, on those around her, and especially those who tried to be pleasant and who couldn't answer back, end quote, he said. My goodness. My goodness. This is those people. This is how they behave. Okay? I mean, I'm reading this. I know Diana's not like that. There's no way Diana will be like that. They're trying to make the royal family like a saint, but they are evil to the core if they're letting this go. Because these are their foot soldiers who's doing their nonsense for them, and they're letting it be. Okay, he went on to add that her dresser, okay, Evelyn Dagler, quote, found herself at the sharp end of Diana's edge that the princess had once said, quote, look at this explosive shirt, Evelyn, look at it, you idiot. It's rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. What is it, Evelyn? Rubbish, get out of my sight. End quote. I mean, as much as I want Diana to rest in peace, but she needs to use whatever power she has, whatever power the afterlife allowed, you know, her son need that extra force, okay, with all of the prayers we be sending. Okay, that's this. I'm gonna read maybe 5 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 more, one above that. Okay, and all the time working as an actress and at university and school, people only say Meghan was kind and helpful to those in need. The UK media is so racist and depraved. Okay, it needs investigating. Who's gonna investigating them? Because the people who's at the top are the one who's doing it. Okay, they probably have all those people, you know, the police and everything at the finger. What they said, at the tip of their finger. So who's gonna investigate who? It's just now the world have to act upon the way they are. Like the U.S. should not be. I don't know. It will be hard because you know what? Let me leave that. When you talk about countries, it's a different thing. But then again, you got Andrew involved with all that sting and stuff like that. All right, bravo. Bull crap. Wow, sinking so low. Gotta press. Exactly. I agree. If this were true, the world, this would have come out ages ago. Thank you. They grasping for straws. Yeah. Okay. I believe victims. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so if she believed victims, so you must believe the victim that Andrew the sex trafficker, was it Virginia Godfrey or something like that? Okay, if you believe the victim, then Virginia is telling the truth then. I mean, they're putting themselves in, okay, but you don't believe Meghan, who's been a victim of British media for 4 years. All right. Okay, the British media has done everything they could to get people to turn against her. Okay, like one of my videos where they try to have this writer to write negative stories about Meghan. All right, against her, and now all of a sudden these smears come out. Give me an effing break. Okay, there's nothing in her history that suggests this is true. All right, when Andrew Morton wrote this book, he moved to California for about 2 years to gather his info. He took out ads in the Hollywood Variety and the regular newspaper stating his intention to write a book on Meghan Markle, who at the time was a love interest of Prince Harry. He said he was surprised for a beautiful single woman. He had no offers. No one called the phone number he provided with any salacious, okay? They're always looking for the negative thing, salacious stories or any diva behavior about her. He couldn't believe it. He was even willing to pay for the info. He was in LA for 2+ years and he got no dirt on Meghan. So, who is this awful person the British media have created? Who is she? All right, so that's that. All right, let's see. Name them and let's interview them. TV where Megan's Kawari can ask questions. Okay, they're liars and not very good ones. Okay, let's see here. Same woman. What is that? Meghan Markle organized an ice cream party for the Kensington Palace staff. Ice cream party. Okay, Kelly Roberts, February 10, 2019. Okay, it's the time. Okay, it's the same stuff she does with her office at Kensington Palace now. End quote. The co-star explained, quote, I came by there one day and she had ordered an incredible ice cream and sorbet stand for the office. They were remarking how it was the best day of work ever. It warmed my heart to see her just continue to be and bring her style to the UK. Okay? There it is. People have receipt. Oh my God. You squaddies or something. Same shit, different days. Let's see here. Rinse and repeat. Let's see here. Okay, Princess Diana had several few. Okay, that's the thing I just read a few minutes ago. All right. Staff came to expect. Okay, you could freeze this. Okay, it seems, quote, it seems to Charles that the harder he tried to please her, the worse his tantrum become. Howard claimed. Please. Okay, just please. And my eye just straight to this paragraph only. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I don't think there's smoke without fire. The Time will be fully aware that she will sue if she can. They've made the decision to go ahead because they are very sure it's true. Okay, let's see here. Okay, papers often print live for clicks. They know they could be sued and they're willing to pay the consequences. By then, the damage is done. Follow byline time and you'll be shocked at what you learn. All right. Well, I hope she sues if it's untrue. Whether she does or doesn't, will be telling. Their statement says a legal rebuttal has already been fired off to the Time. Oh, whatever. Oh, let's see this. Where is that? Okay, the statement says illegal. Okay, that's that. Yep, we shall see. All right. All right, so I'm gonna stop. I got into that's the video where they were trying to call this person to let me show you. Okay, this the Sun asking people to write articles to assassinate her character. Let's see here.
Got the topless girl on page 3. That's all you need to know.
And they called me about a month ago to ask if I'd write about how Meghan was like Wallace and how Meghan was going to destroy the royal family and the arguments between Meghan and Kate. And I said, I'm really sorry, I'm just not privy to all of this. I don't think I could do it. And the commissioning editor was really twisting my arm to write this article and say, but you could say, couldn't you, that X happened, and you could say that she's fired all her staff, and you could say that Kate has said this. And I said, well, I'm really sorry, I don't know that, I can't do it. And this conversation went on for about half an hour, and I didn't write the article, but it just gives you an insight into how this whole thing is being, the flames are being fanned by the media.
You've heard the phrase cottage industry. This is a palace industry. Yes.
A palace industry. There it is.
How the media.
Wow. Imagine all this is right here, but we'll never get the mainstream media. My goodness. All right. So I'm going to stop this video, but I'm going to create another video to focus on her win. All right. Because with all those video clips here, I know I'm going to be flagged. Too much to deal with, so I'll just leave it alone. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.